Okay, this might be termed a challenge. This enclosure is known as Sallow Vallets. Now, I used to know this enclosure probably 20-25 years ago. Haven't walked it for probably 20 years. What's the chance that it might have changed a bit? Come down here, wend our way into the forest, and there's two features in particular I'm looking for. One here is a stone bridge stuck in the middle of nowhere, and then down here is an old mine shaft. That says disused shaft there, but I think that one's now reopened, I think. And if we can find our way there, we then have the most torturous route back. Looks like quite an adventure. Give it a go. And into the woods. A horrible road. Today's a bit of a leap of faith since the forecast said no rain. So I haven't brought a raincoat. As you can tell, it's getting to that time of year. It's the end of October now. The clocks go back this weekend, so last chance to do this walk with a bit of daylight to spare. Hopefully we won't need that. But, we'll see how we get on from here. Now, what's in front of you now, when I was last down here, was open. They'd just cleared it, just been clear felled. So, last time I was here, this was clear. They'd had a fire, left a fire going, remains of, clearing out the bits and pieces, which pleased Paulie no end, because she was there like a rat of a drain pipe, and immediately poked the fire back into life, and we sat there and had our coffee. Very pleasant. Right, well, back on the track, stone bridge. Stones, you are, dressed stone. Right, so we found that. It was deep in the wood. Now it's out in the open. Nearly missed it. Right, sun out, coat off. I was talking to one of the workers down here, guys that maintain the track. And he says that is the only stone bridge he's ever found in 4.5 years of working down here, so that's the one then. So, it's objective 1 out of the way. Now we look for objective 2. Down here somewhere. Oh. Right, so this area is very significant then in this search, because there is the slag heap. I need that one. And up here are some electrical wires. There's some transmission lines. Now remember, they were significant once upon a time to location. I'll work out what it is later perhaps. Our bike centre was very busy, so I left that behind now. bikes are starting to thin out a bit. Right, we're down this extremely muddy track. I'm just going to have a look, searching for objective 2. I don't think this is it, but I don't want to have to come back, so we'll check it out just in case. Okay, well that didn't work out. If what I'm looking for is in there, it's going to have to stay because it's got too overgrown to access. Still, we're going looking farther up. We're not dead yet. Oh goody. Right, yeah. Means you've got to blaze your own trail. A little bit of history for you here as we pass through. A tramway set. Oh, there are stone sets all the way up here. Oh, I remember them. And there you see, part way up the track, middle of nowhere, is some dressed stone built into a wall. Something to do with the tramway. I bet we'll never find out what now. Right, well, dimly through the trees, you can see the smoke coming out. Here's the mine that's marked on the map, which means we truly have passed the one that I was looking for. So it must have been in that scrub or brush somewhere. Hiya. Well, these stone sets are coming thick and fast. Well, the trail's still open, but it's closing in slightly here. And we're still on the tramway, so we're making progress. Alright, this is getting in danger of getting boring then. But look at that print there. Not only can you make out the actual print of the rail chair, look, but there are the bolt holes that secure it to the stone. Which, come back there, look. Now that's good, isn't it? Yes it is. Lots of little piggy prints here, quite fresh. We might be running across those in a minute. Advice on confronting wild boar is avoid confined spaces. Well and good, unless you're somewhere like this and there is nowhere else to go. Not again, but look, there is a rail chair still in place. Wow. Right, so then coming around here is swing around up this ramp, objective number 3, and this is what the tramway was built to serve. A rather magnificent quarry. They obviously found a seam here of a stone they liked and went to the trouble of building the tramway up here. The stoneworks being lower down, where no doubt they were using water power. lunch then. My famous cheese and pickle. And a slightly different location than usual. In an enclosed space. Coats on. It's very chilly in here. Very cold, spooky. Anyway, won't stop me having my lunch. Right, time to break camp. Let's get tramping again. A nice dressed stone entrance. No doubt keep the banks back. Stop them falling in. On what would have been a tramway under all this wood and goodness knows what. It's probably 3 or 4 metres down. Quite an entrance. And looking down there you can see the line of the tramway as it disappears down the valley. Now I know you were disappointed that we didn't find the mine, so how about this? As a younger man I might have been tempted. Foolhardy business, mind you, even on one that looks as well constructed as this. That's stonework on the entrance. So there you are, a genuine Farsadine free miner's mine. We aim not to disappoint. Then just outside is some very oldie worldy braided wire. No doubt used to pull the carts or the trolleys up and down in and out of the mine. It being just back there. It's a lucky find. Well, at least stopping for lunch has given our wild boar a head start. So I shouldn't have any problems with them. Happy about that. They were certainly here. Been rooting. Okay, next navigational point. This is billed on my map as a T-junction. It'll do. Ooh, nice wide road. We'll go for that. As you can see, we're on quite a high road at the moment. Standard service road. Well, coach back on. It's around 2 o'clock. We've had the warmest part of the day. As we left that narrow track back there, I heard some boar squealing and squabbling in the undergrowth. So I think we got off that just about the right time. I'm pleased with that. And now we follow this back. It just keeps on this contour and goes round and round and round. Long way back, but says crossing the same paths twice. Enjoying the walk so far. Good. Very good. There's a trail here, mountain bike trail off to the right, yeah, rather than me, looks a bit steep. Well, the rain that the Met Office said we weren't going to get has arrived. I don't think it'll bother us much. It's only kind of mizzling. Still an extra bonus from our friends at the Met Office. And now the sun's come out. That's nearly autumnal, isn't it? Coming heading that way. The one thing I wish I could get across to you is the smell. This time of year, end of October, all damp undergrowth and leaves, vegetation, and it smells a treat. That's a beaut. Now we're picking up the sound of the road, which must mean that we're up in this area somewhere. That's all reasonably okay. I think that's marked. It's how to get down to this bit, because that path isn't there. There were some that came down through here. So that's the next challenge. The road now kind of goes that way and goes out to the main road. We're looking for a path in this direction, so we'll take this, see what it does for us. Right, okay. Risking all. I'm going this way. Well, that's a glorious woodland scene, isn't it? Even if we're not going the right way. It'd be good to come here just to see that. That was the deciduous side. This is the conifer side, so we're right on the join here. Not quite so attractive, but it's got something about it, I fancy. And there, look, by supreme navigation, or as Pauline would have it look, is our road out. I don't know if you can hear, but the traffic noise now is increasing as we get ever nearer to the road, which marks the end of the walk. That wasn't too bad, was it, after 20 years? And 3 objectives. Maybe not the right ones and not in the right order, but 20 years, come on, cut me some slack. So we'll count that as success. Whatever, it was a gorgeous walk in the forest. I do love it down here. Well pleasant. It was a quiet day. Had no problems with the mountain bikers, they were all courteous people. So we'll count that one as a success. And if you enjoyed it, I'll catch you on the next one.